Lesson 6 is a very quick lesson. We're just going to go over the user manager and the template manager and some of the basic functions of that. So let's go ahead and log in. And go to Site, User Manager, like we've seen in previous lessons. Let's go ahead and click on a new user. And here we can add users. I'm just going to add Jill Doe, username Jill, and Jill at jill.com. Yeah, sure, whatever. Password 11111111. And now we come to the access. Now, if you remember in previous lessons, we could set the access to certain content items to public, registered, and special. Special is anybody who can edit content. Registered is just registered. Only people that can log in. They can't do anything but log in. And then obviously public is anybody. But then now if you notice in the user manager we have several more options: author, editor, publisher, manager, and administrator. And just a real brief overview: author can submit his own content. So if you have a form on the website or a submit content website, they can actually type out the content and submit it, and one of the administrators or the publisher can read it and approve it. And once he approves it, it's a click of a button, it'll go live on the site. So authors don't have the authorization to publish it, make it live on the website, but they have the authorization to submit content, and that's it. Now, the editor and the author are almost identical, except for the fact that the editor can edit any content. So the editor can go in and edit the author's content, his own content, but the only thing that the editor can't do is publish. So once he makes a change, he cannot make it live. That is what the publisher can do. The publisher can submit content, edit content, and make it live. So that's what that does. Now all three of these are all front end. They can log in and do things on the front end. They can't log into this administrator in the back. That's what these manager, administrator, super administrator options are for. And each one has different roles. The manager can edit content pretty much just like the publisher, but can see a little more options in the back end. The administrator has a little more rights, and the super admin can change everything about the website. We're going to make Jill Doe here a publisher. We can go over here and you can select your editor, a standard editor if you want. So let's just go ahead and do the one we installed last lesson. Click save. And there you go, Jill Doe is online. So let's go ahead and go to the website real quick and I'll show you how this works. Username is Jill and the password. Okay, now that I'm logged in, there's a couple features that they get to see. You can see they get to see their own details. They can change their own information if they want. Right here, the submit news. And so the author and the editor can click on this link, the submit news link, and they can submit news, but they can't publish it. Only the publisher or above, the administrators, can do that. And here's all the options they have, just like the normal editor in the back end. So that's basically it for the user manager. Fairly simple, very straightforward. And one more thing is we're going to look at the templates real quick. Go to Site, Template Manager. And let me open the preview window real quick for you, just so we can see. Now, like we showed on the first tutorial, we can introduction. We can switch out the template, make the default template something else, and then as soon as we do that, it changes the whole look of the website. Completely changes the whole look of the website. Log out there, and that's just with a click of a button. So let's reassign this back here. Now watch this. If I want to change something, let's say I want to change something in our website. Let's say I don't like the size of our paragraph tag here. The text is just a little too small. I want it bigger. Well, if you have the CSS file locally, you can edit it, or you can, well, let me select it. You select the template you want, and you click on Edit CSS, and then you can go through and you actually edit the CSS code. You can copy it, paste it into Dreamweaver or your favorite CSS editor, etc., etc., And here, this is where you can make all the changes you want. So what you do, you just scroll down and through and find what you're looking for. Like for instance, if just for the changes of what I wanted, I'd look for the p tag. And once you change that, it'll change it in the whole site because this is the templates CSS file. So that's basically it. And the same thing also with the HTML. If you needed to make an HTML change, you could go through, and obviously here's the code. Here's what it looks like, and you can go through and you can actually edit it if you need that. And also you can copy that out and paste it into your editor if it's Dreamweaver or whatever. And one other thing you can do is, let's say I have two templates here, and on my home page, this is what I want it to look like. But I want the content item 1 to look like a different web page, or even a different template. I can select the different template and click assign here. And then I can go and assign it to a certain thing. I'm going to assign it to content item 1. Save it. Let's refresh this. And let's go to content item 1. And there you go. It changes it to that specific template. If I go back to home, it goes back to that template. So you can assign templates to different links also. And that just about does it for our lesson 6, User Manager and Template Manager. In the next lesson, we're going to be going over the menus and exactly what kind of links these are, because this is a different link. When you click on news, it brings it up in a table view. So we're going to be talking a little more about that in depth.